Have you ever made a big money decision when you were feeling super excited or maybe really stressed out? What happened? If you're like most people, it probably didn't turn out as well as you'd hoped. That's because emotions in the world of money and business are incredibly expensive. Think about it. That rush of excitement when you see a once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity might make you jump in without doing your homework. Or the fear of missing out, what we call FOMO, might pressure you to buy a stock at its peak right before it crashes. On the flip side, panicking during a market dip might cause you to sell everything at a loss, only to watch the market rebound a week later. Sound familiar? These emotional roller coasters lead to decisions we often end up regretting. They cost us real money, real opportunities, and a whole lot of peace of mind. So, if emotions are the enemy of good financial decisions, what's the antidote? The answer is simple, but powerful. Data is your best friend in the world of finance. It's the calm, objective, and unemotional partner you need to navigate the chaotic world of money. When you start tracking your numbers, analyzing trends, and truly understanding your cash flow, you remove the guesswork. You're no longer operating on a feeling or a hunch. Instead, you're making choices based on cold, hard facts. This is the fundamental shift from being a reactive investor to a proactive one. It's about moving from financial anxiety to financial clarity. Let's break down what using data actually looks like. It's not as complicated as it sounds. For your personal finances, it starts with a budget. A budget is simply data about your income and expenses. Where is your money coming from, and where is it going? Once you see it all laid out, you can make informed decisions. Maybe you realize you're spending way more on subscriptions than you thought. The data tells you that. Without it, you'd just have a vague feeling that money is tight. With the data, you can pinpoint the problem and fix it. Now, let's apply this to business. Imagine you're running a small online store. You have a gut feeling that a certain product is your best seller. But is it? Data can tell you for sure. This is a game changer. This data tells you where to focus your marketing budget, which products to stock up on, and which ones to maybe discontinue. Every piece of data is a clue that helps you solve the puzzle of how to grow your business sustainably. The stock market is basically a giant arena of human emotion. Greed and fear drive prices up and down in the short term. But successful long-term investors know that emotions are just noise. They look at the data. They analyze a company's fundamentals, its revenue, its profit, its debt-to-equity ratio, its price-to-earnings ratio. These numbers tell a story about the health and potential of a company. They don't care if the market is panicking today or euphoric tomorrow. They look at the long-term trends. They understand that over decades, the market has consistently trended upward, despite all the scary headlines and dramatic drops along the way. By relying on data and historical performance, they can stay calm when others are panicking. They can see a market downturn not as a catastrophe, but as a potential buying opportunity or sale on great companies. This data-driven mindset doesn't mean you become a robot. It just means you put your emotions in the passenger seat and let logic do the driving. The smart financial decisions, the ones that build real, lasting wealth, are almost always calm and calculated. They are made in a state of clarity, not chaos. You take the time to research, you run the numbers, you consider different scenarios. You might ask, what if this investment goes down by 20%? So, how can you start cultivating this data-driven mindset? First, get comfortable with your numbers. Don't be afraid to look at your bank statements, your credit card bills, or your business's profit and loss statement. Knowledge is power. Use budgeting apps or simple spreadsheets to track everything. Make it a weekly habit to review your financial situation. Second, before making any significant financial move, force yourself to pause. Take a day or even a week. Step away from the emotional trigger, whether it's excitement or fear, and do your research. Write down the pros and cons. Look for the data that supports the decision and also look for data that challenges it. Play devil's advocate with yourself. Third, automate as much as you can. Set up automatic transfers to your savings and investment accounts. The money is moved before you even have a chance to think about spending it on something else. This is a simple but incredibly effective way to let a logical system work for you, bypassing your emotional whims. And finally, never stop learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, and follow reputable financial experts who emphasize a data-driven approach. The more you educate yourself, the more confident you will become in your ability to analyze information and make smart choices for yourself. Remember, every dollar you spend based on a fleeting emotion is a dollar you could invest in your future. By embracing data, you are giving yourself the gift of clarity, objectivity, and control. You are building a foundation for your finances that is resilient to emotional storms and positioned for long-term success. The next time you feel that rush of financial fear or excitement, take a deep breath, step back, and ask yourself one simple question. What does the data say? That question alone can save you a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on making smarter financial decisions. See you in the next one.